Ujasaneb, life, prosperity, good health. Greetings, Queen Wichi here with Queen of Forces Healing Ministries, out here at the park, my favorite place. This is being recorded on Thursday, 15th of September, Gregorian year 2022. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Many blessings to you. I am going to do a reading here for us. And this is just going to be a check-in for the rest of retrograde, which is the rest of the month and a little bit more. So we're going to get some insight on things we need to be aware of, just what's going on. What do we need to know to help us with our healing journey during this retrograde time? And if you follow me on YouTube, you will see that I posted a video a few days ago, just like with a little quick message. It wasn't a reading with cards per se, but just a little quick message about retrograde and what we should focus on generally. And this is going to be an intended reading for that. Okay, so I'm using AE Weight Tarot. These are really cool cards. You have the little what you call it? I forgot what you call it. But anyway, we give thanks to the elemental forces: air, fire, water, earth, spirit, all directions, up, down, within, and without. We are very, very grateful, very, very blessed. We give thanks. All right, let's go. Today is let's go in a minute. Today is a tiger's eye and sunstone kind of day. So I got my little piece of sunstone here in my pocket that I'm keeping with me today, and a piece of tiger's eye. I keep that in my car usually anyhow. All right, I like to try to let them fall out. Thank you, 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 thank you. That's your ready message, okay? Well, I'm not gonna get all that. There's a few of them. Let's see. Okay. Well, this is already looking very similar to that other video I did. I'm already getting messages of resting, self-care, water energy, earth energy, relaxing your mind, meditation, prayer. Don't let people knock you off your square, man. You know, focus on your healing. Physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, whatever. In every aspect. Focus on your own personal healing. Note, I did not say be a mean, selfish person. But I said focus on your own personal healing. Okay? And sometimes self-care can be seen as selfish, but not in the typical sense. Okay? I'm not using it in the typical sense, meaning that's your main focus. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Or that's the advice that we're being given here. Like, really take care of yourself. And you know what? With this Empress card, can y'all see that? Maybe not too well, but with this Empress card, it's like, listen, honey, take care of yourself, bask in your own royal glory, okay? Whether you're a queen or king, empress, emperor, take care of yourself. Like, really do those practical things that need to be done. Not Not just like go get your hair done, but get your hair done. Get your head done. Work with your crown. You know, I know this is a interesting message for me too. Now that I get more into it, but your crown, your physical crown, your auric crown, your energetic crown, whatever terminology you would like to use for it, but your crown energy is very important for you to focus on. That means, that's a layered meaning, okay? There's layers to this, all right? So physically, take care of your crown, your physical crown, okay? That could mean something as simple as washing your hair, but washing your hair with spiritual intent, you know, make washing your hair like a ritual. I do, you know, for example, this is something that I try to remember to do. Like last week, we had our first rain for the month of September. So I catch rainwater all the time, but when it's like a special, what I consider a special time, I'm really like, oh my God, it's raining. Like I heard the rain in the middle of the night, and I got up out my bed to go put my stuff outside to catch my water. Okay, so the first rain I use for several things, but one of the things that I had started doing at some point was I added in when I washed my hair for the first time that month. Of course, I Reiki it, all that good stuff, with the intention of cleansing my physical hair, cleansing my energetic head, to continue to bring clarity, focus, discipline, all of that. So make your head cleaning, your hairdos, a ritual, you know, because we all know where our crown area is extremely important. We know our hair holds energy. We receive and emit energy, a lot of it from our hair. And so shout out to the hairdressers in the world. Y'all needs to be doing some energy healing, okay? So let's continue on. Rest, because your breakthrough is coming. That's what I heard. Your breakthrough is coming. So in order to be ready for all this good that's coming through, you need to really take care of yourself. We need to take care of ourselves. You know, and there's a cleansing of energy coming. Now, if you saw my Instagram post the other day when it was raining in the morning, I was up for my prayer time and whatnot. So it was raining. I caught a little video in the dark of the rain. It was so powerful. And I remember saying something like, the thunder was reminding me that there was a change coming that we could do nothing about. Something is about to happen, folks. And there's more than one something. Okay, I had intended to make a separate video about this, but I will mention right now that there is something coming. The tower is coming, the lightning, the thunder. We already been warned. We had this full moon. Last weekend was quite a doozy, with certain things happening in the world. And for some, that was a tower moment. But there's other things coming. Some things will come and like, y'all look at, you see that crown on the top of that tower? And that's what happened last week. That crown got tumbled off the tower. And blah, blah, blah. I ain't going to go into that right now. But something's coming to clear the slate. It may be sudden. It may be, you may feel like it's out of nowhere, but it's really not, because it is something meant to happen something that's supposed to happen. We could say karmic, and I'm hesitant kind of to say that because sometimes we denote karmic as negative. Not always. For right now, I'm just saying that it's something that was supposed to happen, needs to happen. It's in your contract for it to happen, but you might be taken aback by it. It may not mean that you're going to be, oh my God, and panic. Could be. I think in the world generally, we're going to have some more of those towers. Like, there's some stuff coming that's not going to be very pleasant. We know this. We've already been going through a lot of stuff. It ain't over. We know this. We are going through such a tremendous transition right now globally. In the galaxy, everywhere, throughout all points of space and time. There's the universe is, stuff is going on. Stuff is going on. We know this. All right. And when the smoke clears, we out. You know, you may clear some smoke by walking off, by leaving something behind, by bringing justice to a situation. You could be walking, your justice could be, you could be bringing justice by walking away from a situation, or justice comes, meaning there's a balance, ma'at, there's a balance, there's an order to something, and the tower energy, that storm has come to clear the way so that the balance comes and you out, and it could be done and over with. Okay, so as you nurture yourself, take care of yourself, and rest when you need to. Put rest in your schedule on a daily basis. I don't care if it's 10, 15 minutes to just lay quiet, do your meditation or whatever, but take care of yourself because the tides are turning. And for some of us, that's going to be good news. For others of us, we're going to be like, oh shit, So you decide where you are on that. But I know a change gonna come. Oh yes, it is. Okay, a change is coming. Like I said, some of it is going to be comfortable, some not. But I know a lot of us, we're going to get both. And like with the tower, of course, it could feel and look uncomfortable, unpleasant at the moment or on the surface. But then we quickly find out, oh, it was justice. We needed that to happen. Okay, so in the meantime, while we're taking care of ourselves in this rest of this Mercury Retrograde season, let's see what other advice we're getting from the Angels of Abundance Oracle cards. So this reading might end up being about 20 minutes before I'm over. Okay. So we have the advice of making a gratitude list and being a conscious consumer. Okay. So this is a very nice card. It says, counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart. Ma'at, centered in your heart. Ma'at, balance. Instead of fixated on worries in your mind. Okay, so what are you grateful for? How do we multiply things in our life? Having a gratitude list. And this is just confirmation from intuition that came to me this morning. When it came out of me, came to, through, in, as me this morning. I was reminding myself of some things that I wanted to get done. And I also was complaining a little bit about things that weren't done. And I said to myself, remember, Queen, hold up, remember. Now, what you got to do here? You already know what you got to do. Get your little list. We know. Y'all like my magic wand I made at Harry Potter Day? We know that we can build upon what we already have. Gratitude is a multiplier. We know that, right? Gratitude is a multiplier. And I'm not preaching to you saying, oh, well, stop complaining and just be grateful. It could be worse. I'm not saying that. Meaning, not that that's not true. But usually saying stuff like that doesn't really help. I don't like when people say it to me. But this is how I get down from me. What I do is, and just take the energy and just shift it a little bit. Like, it makes a big difference in how you say and do things. Instead of me having an attitude of saying to you or myself, girl, at least you ain't bad off like such and such from such and such place. Yeah, true. At least I'm not. But I don't want to be at least anything. So, what I'm being reminded of, just like I reminded myself this morning, okay? If, for example, the complaint is there's not enough oak trees around where I live. As soon as I find an oak tree or as soon as I see an acorn, I'm very grateful for it. And I say, okay, there's one oak tree. I'm going to go spend some time around that tree. I'm going to count all the oak trees I can count. And I'm just going to sit with that energy and just be so very grateful for that tree, to that tree, and allow that earth energy to help me ground. I'm going to multiply by finding any little thing in my life that I want more of, or that I want more of. That's the best way to look at it versus that I'm lacking. I want more positive, healthy relationships. All right. Think of one person in your life that you have a positive relationship with. Think on that one person and just be grateful for them. Close your eyes, imagine them there with you. You're having a good time with them, or you're on the phone with them, whatever the case may be. And just say to yourself and to that person energetically, thank you. Thank you for being a healthy person in my life. Thank you for being a positive person in my life. Thank you for being trustworthy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then say to yourself, in this gratitude, I am open and receptive to more. I am open and receptive to more positive, peaceful people in my life. I am open and receptive to more oak trees. It's beautiful oak trees out here. There's plenty. I about got busted in the head with some acorns, y'all. These acorns was falling out here. I was like, oh, Lord. It's going to rain acorns on my head. But be grateful and allow that to multiply. Okay? I'm not saying don't acknowledge your other feelings. I ain't about that. Not at all. But if you can find that one thing to build off of, trust me, it will make a difference. You will feel better and you will start to multiply that energy. Be a conscious consumer. So do your best to purchase things, use things that are healthy for the environment. I know for me, that's a mandate for me. I'm the queen of forces. I got to take care of the forces, right? I have to respect them. I have to honor them. I have to humble myself. And, if they're not cool, I ain't cool. Give thanks for the elemental force of air, the air force blowing right now, allowing us to breathe, allowing us to speak into existence what we want to create, allowing us to pray, allowing us to speak gratitude out loud. We give thanks for the movement of the wind. So be a conscious consumer. Take care of yourself. Take care of the elemental forces. Recycle when you can. Do organic when you can. Make sure you're drinking the cleanest water you can find. Whew. Matter of fact, speaking of water, with all the incidences keep coming up about dirty water everywhere, let's make sure we're doing some offerings at the river, at the lake, at the ocean, and really honoring the elemental force of water, that nurturing and that life energy, we are water. So let's respect it. That I truly believe will help all of these other issues that we are dealing with when it comes to water. Let's honor that element as much as we can. Most of us understand that there are people, forces out here intentionally doing things that will harm other humans. Okay, we know this. We cannot, well, I guess you can't pretend you don't know, or you can't pretend it ain't happening, but it's still happening. So let's do whatever we can to counteract that. Okay. So one more. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Now, I was just talking about that kind of thing. We're making this gratitude list. We're being grateful for all of these things. And so the new things that we want to come, or the additional things that we would like to have in our life, we have to have space for them. And if you're anything like me, I remember having a hard time accepting and being open because of loss of abuse and trauma. So that's something that I still sometimes work with. You know, I say, help me to be open and receptive to all these beautiful things I say I want. Because you could ask for them all day, but if you don't have a container for them, it can't come. Got to be open and willing to receive. So if that's an issue for you, then work with yourself on that. Because most of the time, the people that have a hard time receiving are the ones who give a lot. You know, but it's an insult to the universe and to ourselves to not receive what we need or want. It's an imbalance. That is not in my art. So understanding that really helps me. And, you know, it just do it. Just be grateful and build off of that gratitude. Open your heart and mind to receive those things that you desire. Take care of yourself. And watch the good come. Because just because it's retrograde don't mean you can't get no blessings. Excuse me, my phone. Okay? Because what retrograde can do is bring you back some blessings that you were supposed to have a long time ago, and whatever else happened. So that tower might come clean up some mess from before, sometime before, that needed to be cleared up so that you can get what you were supposed to have. Now, see, I could, boy, I'm about, that's a whole nother one right there, too. That's about a sermon right there. Claim what was taken from you. Let it be restored. You watch my other video on Mercury Retrograde. Restoration was one of the messages. You know, restore yourself and allow yourself to be restored. Allow what's owed to you to come to you and receive it. Okay? May the force of healing be with you throughout the rest of this retrograde season. Mercury retrograde, that is, because almost everything is probably retrograde right now. But anyway, toodaloo. Peace.